There's always the chance that this could get out of hand. With Simple on the case and showing face now, it's all left onto Cadian. And they know where he is, they know he's in CT, and that doesn't deter Na'Vi at all. They're like, yeah, bring the bomb in, Perfecto, we'll deal with this guy. And Boomich wraps him from the jungle. Na'Vi, they continue to build upon this lead.
And Electronic's an underpass, right, when they find out where Cadian is, and he just immediately books it back towards B. It's like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go this super ridiculously long route to try to find Cadian. There's no way he's escaping us now. And Na'Vi, you can't escape the facts that are 7-5. Just one map away from finding themselves in a grand final here for ESL Pro League Season 12.
Yeah, it may have been a competitive start to this map, but 5 rounds in a row now for Na'Vi is starting to spell disaster for Heroic, who do have the double AWP back. Certainly could be the solution. Simple is not donning one on this T side. Back to rifles for him, despite the money being absolutely fine in the hands of Na'Vi. It did obviously come out with 5 alive, right? So no free AWP gifted. No reason to upgrade yet. Nice grenade. Electronic on 50. Window smoke expires. Re-thrown as well. Boomich jumped in window with the smoke landing, which actually somewhat hid his jumping noise in the previous round. Borup was not ready for him to be so deep. We've already seen window being given up round after round. Nico does come back through the jungle, keeping an eye on it, looking at that light in the smoke. If it disappears, it means a player is crossing past it, boosted up silently. And so Nico knows to spam. Nothing given away yet, though. Another molly keeps him back, and he would have likely walked to his death. Electronic was holding the angle.
Yeah, that Molotov gives an opportunity for Na'Vi to reposition here in middle. As you can tell, they were both pretty close underneath the window now, having backed off. Maybe trying to feign a sound cue.
Oh.
Yeah, Cadian walked right into that one. Perfecto with the opening frag. Nico with the response now down to a 4-on-4. Nico with another one. Finally, someone stops him.
Yeah, look at Stown's AWP though over on the catwalk. That could deny the bomb plant. He's spamming and he tagged Simple, but didn't finish the job. Will not be able to the second time around. It takes Tessez coming in, and this is Boomich now, 1v3. There are kids. If they get on this bomb, they can just stick it, but they've given him time for the CT wrap, and he's going to play the trigger discipline. Wow. There's a double for Boomich, and now down to the 1v1. Stown arriving late from the catwalk, smoke on the bomb, trying to bait a peek, and Boomich just runs straight in, looking for the fight, but Stown is fast. And we'll lock in the round on the back of that kill. It's 6 on the board for Heroic. A damn good try from Boomich. But not enough to outsmart Stown in the clutch.
Yeah, Heroic was stalling out there because Simple right-clicked to smoke to allow him to plant, right? He still gets tagged by the AWP on catwalk, but that smoke actually made Heroic second guess, and they thought Boomich was inside of it. They thought, where else could he be? We know he's here somewhere. He'd wrapped all the way through jungle to CT again, and he lines up to... Obviously, when the smoke comes down, he knows he wants to get closer before Stown is actively taking the fight, because as soon as he hears a tap, well, you never know if it's a tap or a stick. Boomich doesn't want to be caught out of position. Nice try, really good attempt, but it's kept Heroic in this by the skin of their teeth on the CT side. No double AWP saved, but one does get dragged forward. And Na'Vi, their B executes have been good, but Heroic are one step ahead. Nico already pre-rotating for a triple B setup. Heroic are in the brains of Na'Vi. Boomich coming up catwalk, watched by Tessez, but here comes the util. More in the favor of Heroic. They do some damaging grenades onto Na'Vi, and Tessez finds the first.
Oh, there were 2 at bench. Perfecto didn't see that, though, and Tessez another with the AUG, just lighting up this B site. Here's the young gun of Tessez, helped out by Stown, and between the 2 of them, they lock in that round for Heroic, tying us up again at 7-7. Now, Na'Vi, they've been making a conscious decision to not purchase up this AWP a lot of the time. Like a few ago, they had money, they didn't go for it. And so now, last round, they give it a go again. Simple doesn't find anything with it. This time, they do buy one, but it gets thrown over to Simple. It was on Flamey. It looked like it was going to be spawn-based because he was over towards ramp. And yeah, they do have 2 AWPs here. I wonder if there's an AK back in spawn, yeah.
Cadian was there first. Flamey went for the peak. And that's because Simple's handling the AWP on the other side of the map. Stahn's going to be the receiving end.
I like that idea, right? So Flamey goes and peeks ramp with the AWP. If you see someone AWPing ramp for Na'Vi, you're like, well, who's that going to be, I wonder, right? And so then they try and respond to that by pushing Stown into the apartments. That's actually where Simple is waiting with his AWP.